picking up on two people, and I'm thinking that this is more so on a friendship type of level. So this is going to be a collective gear towards the friendship, where there's somebody who was in like their dark femme, dark masculine type of energy, and the other person is more in their victim mode. And so you guys keep clashing in your friendship because you guys are on two completely different frequencies. Where you are like, okay, I'm gonna take these lemons and turn them into fucking torpedoes, because I'm gonna launch these motherfuckers at every single person that dare want to throw a chuck a lemon at me, while as the other person is in this stage where they're internalizing all of this pain and they can't seem to get out of the sorrow. What's up, you guys? This is Saray here with Astral Flame 33, here to give you your collective messages. Dear source, dear higher self, we thank you so much for allowing for us to be able to come together across time and space to do this reading. Please ensure that no low vibration or energies, entities, hexes, curses, juices, or bindings may manipulate, distort, usurp, or even spy in on this reading. So yeah, so you and this other person are on completely different wavelengths, where you're trying to reclaim your power from two different lanes, okay? So you're both trying to reclaim your power and move forward to where towards the truth of the matter, right? You're trying to move towards more authenticity, more integrity, and this person feels as if they need to feel it. And you said, bitch, I did enough feeling. I'm trying to make somebody else feel me. So this is that energy where it's like the wheels have turned, or like the tides have changed, where maybe this person used to be a bully type of energy, and now they're starting to realize the error of their ways, and they're allowing for themselves to feel it. Whereas you're like, no, I used to be the victim. I used to be the person that people were shitting all over, and I'm not letting nobody slide with nothing, right? So you guys are both coming to terms of balancing, right, from two different two different standpoints, but you guys can both help each other reclaim your power despite the different standpoints that you're at. But you have to be careful. Both of y'all have to be careful, because you guys are reminding each other simultaneously. It's like a beautiful mirror. You guys are reminding each other simultaneously of the position or the standpoint that you both used to be in. So now this person is feeling their emotions, and they're trying to learn how to get out of victimhood, how to feel their emotions without feeling beaten up by life. And you are learning how to not turn into the very villain that has distorted you, or that has destroyed you, or shattered you, and you have to put yourself together like a beautiful mosaic, right? So this is where you guys can help one another. But the issue here is about not getting like angry or triggered by the other person, because the both of you guys are being triggered, and it's like a slow and steady process. But at the end of the day, let me go back to that, spirit. So you guys are both being triggered by one another, and it's a slow build up to where you guys might start murmuring to somebody else about this person, right? And they might be murmuring to somebody else about you. And you guys have to be very careful here, because you do have a friendship that can survive this, because it's destined to. But it depends on how it is that you approach it. So instead of talking about them, venting about them to someone else, how about you have the conversation with them and let them know, hey, look, I know exactly where you are. This is where I once was. Try to find a place where you guys can resonate with one another, because it's there. But because they are in a place that you have left, and you are in a place that they have left, it's causing for triggering to come through. So make sure that you are not taking out on them what it is that you are feeling inside of you. So let's see some of the wounds that are coming up here that are going to be what it is that you guys are both contending with here. What are the wounds for the both of them? What are the wounds? Thank you. Thank you. What are the wounds for the both of them? One more. One more for collective. Thank you so much. And they said, you said one more. I said, what the fuck I said? And what they said was two of them. So you have this issue of always keeping quiet, because you have like this anxiety, this fear, this nervousness over how someone's going to take your energy, which is why you're in this energy of I don't give a fuck. Whereas for them, they are in this energy where they feel really blocked, and they feel like, damn, I don't have anything or any nuggets to share. Let's read it. So it will show up as a sense of disconnection from the divine, spiritual confusion, or feeling purposeless. leaving you cut off from universal wisdom. It may manifest as cynicism, lack of faith, or difficulty finding meaning and inner peace, which is why they're in that victim stance, because they are cut off from source, whereas you are filled with source, but you have to be careful of how it is that you're channeling that energy. Where for you, you have the energy of the kept silence wound. So truth swallowed in order to keep the peace. This wound forms when you learn that speaking up causes disruption. So you bite your tongue to maintain harmony. Over time, silence becomes a survival tactic that one protects others but costs you connection to yourself. It can leave you feeling invisible, resentful, and unsure whether your voice is safe or welcome. So then it comes back around to now you're coming out of that energy of kept silence, which is why you say more, why you speak up more, which is why your tongue is like a sword that cuts through any and all distortions and illusions, and even cuts through some people's feelings because of how long you kept silent at the cost of yourself in order to keep the peace amongst everybody else. So you guys are both in completely different but very similar stances. It's just a different side of the same coin. So make sure that you're giving each other empathy, because nobody can really understand this person as much as you, even though it irritates you to be around that energy that reminds you of that. You're not going to go back to being that version of yourself, but it doesn't mean that you just get rid of or throw away a valuable connection just because they are now in a space that you once left. Ooh, that is an interesting message. Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, you guys, I love you. I love me. Bye, y'all.